Hey, good morning, lords and ladies, boys and girls. So, with all due respect to the OG PC PhD, Dr. Philip Chase, I'm not trying to steal this, but I just can't think of a better way to say it. So, to paraphrase, this is the week that was, is, and will be. So, didn't get a whole lot of reading done this week. So, probably not the best week to start this, but it did win the poll. And I did say that I was going to start doing a weekly update. So, here we are. Kind of counts. I'm gonna count this because Friday is when I'm doing this. So last Friday was probably the last book that I finished. I put down a book review for Cherry Priest, Ms. Priest. Uh, sorry, I believe it's Sherry. Sorry, Sherry. Um, Book called Cinder Witch. Did a review for that one. Fun little book, right up my alley. I like the light horror, not the gory stuff, but I do like that supernatural background going on. So you can check out the review for that. Um, Book is still not out yet, and it is too early in the morning, and I didn't think to double check when it actually drops. I believe it drops in May, but if you watch the review, you'll know because I mentioned it in the review. That's the last book I finished. Hopefully, the audio sounds better today. I remembered to actually move the mic back in front of my face because I noticed, especially in the mornings, my voice is deeper in the morning, and sometimes I hit notes that it doesn't pick up if I don't have it facing me. So, mic's right here. So, yeah, the one I just hit. Hopefully, this sounds good. Uh, in honor of Brian Lee Durfee, I'm not good at it. Anyhow, so that's what I finished. What I'm currently reading, I got a good chunk done on The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. That was a book that you guys picked out of my TBR list for me to read, and y'all did a good job. I am thoroughly enjoying that book. I haven't quite finished it yet, but I'm getting close. A little bit of a spoiler. If it doesn't do something weird, it's probably getting 5 stars. It's yes. I don't give out 5 stars a lot. It's that good. I'm also listening to a weird little book. Oh my goodness, I have forgotten who wrote it. This is another one. Actually, it might be out now. I picked it up as an advanced listening copy from Libro.fm, not a sponsor, but I love those guys, so I'm gonna shout them out anyhow. Who wrote this book? John Wiswell. The book is Someone You Can Build a Nest In. It is every bit as weird as that title sounds, but it's weird in a good way. I'm thoroughly enjoying that one. Read by Carmen Rose. She does a great job. So as soon as that one's finished up, I'll get a review for that. And ebook, I didn't get very far into ebook. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of reading time. I usually try to mix it up, but I'm still sitting on Paul Jessup's Glass House, and I'll be getting to that as soon as I can because I've thoroughly enjoyed the start of that one as well. For a horror novel, I know I usually do fantasy, but doing a little bit of a horror kick lately. Hey, who can blame me? Oh, so that's everything that I've got done book wise this week. Um, oh, this is kind of fun. My son, I asked him if I could borrow a copy of this, and he got me my own. So I now have the D&D Player's Handbook. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm putting together a game, and we're gonna see how bad that goes. What else is going on? I think that is it for book reading that was done. My wife and I are all up to date on Shogun. I'm sure any of you bibliomaniacs out there, you're probably watching Shogun. Yes, that so far so good. Thoroughly enjoying that. Love the cliffhanger. We knew the cliffhanger was coming. If you've read the book, you knew the cliffhanger was coming. If you didn't read the book, then you knew that this being the penultimate episode, there was going to be a cliffhanger. You got to get people to come back. So, Shogun is awesome. I'll be honest. I have not read the book. I did watch the old TV show way back when, but yeah, everybody's telling me it's good. I need to read it. It's just way too far back the TBR pile. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to actually get to it. We'll see how it goes. But TV show, absolutely worth it. Check it out, guys. Um, yeah, I don't think we really watched too much of anything else. We watched The Bricklayer. I love Aaron Eckhart. You don't need to watch The Bricklayer. That's all I'm going to say about that. 'Cause, yeah, it was fun, but yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody it was good. It's an action movie. It is what it is, and I hate that phrase. But yeah, all I got. What am I doing next week? Well, obviously, I'm going to finish up books. I'm going to finish that up. Going to finish up Rage of Dragons, get that knocked out. Uh, Probably get a little bit more into Glass House. And I also, how far along am I? I'm almost halfway through Someone You Can Build a Nest In. I will probably finish that up. How many hours is left? Yeah, 5 hours. 5 hours and 44 minutes. I will probably get that knocked out as well. Going to get started on my minions out of the way. Jen Lyons, The Sky on Fire. That book comes out in July, uh, but we're also having an interview. We haven't picked the date yet, but I'm going to be doing an interview with her. That'll be her second time on the program, and ever since she described this book to me, I knew I had to read it. So got a copy of that. Shout out to, and I did a thing for the book on opening, but shout out. I want to say St. Martin. I'm gonna embarrass myself here. La 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 la. Well, it's Tor, but I think Tor is part of St. Martin's Press. Well, they're part of Macmillan. I think Tor and St. Martin's are both part of Macmillan, which is why I'm confusing myself. But shout out to Tor. Appreciate you getting that copy to me. I will get that's going to be started on as soon as I finish up Ranger Dragon. Anything else going on next week? Next week, not really. May's the first month in a while I don't currently have an author interview set up. I might just try to get some of my TBR pile done. I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing, but that's kind of the plan for me. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, one thing I do have to mention, and this is, I appreciate you guys totally so much. This isn't about book reading. This is about just about the channel. I did check this morning before I hopped on. We have crossed the 5,000 subscriber threshold. I appreciate it, guys. That's all I got to say about that. Absolutely love you guys. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the eyeballs. I don't know. I don't think I'm nearly as exciting as some of the guys or as good looking. I try, but I work with what I got. Um, Maybe it's just the morning voice. Are you here for the morning voice? I don't know. All right. Oh, one thing I do have to do this week, I got to get a haircut. Yeah, I couldn't do anything with this morning. It just, yeah, yeah. Anyhow, you get it. But once again, like I said, shout out. Appreciate you guys totally. I love the fact that we've crossed the 5,000 mark. Yeah, I know it's a vanity number, but I can be vain once in a while. Ask my wife; she'll let you know. I'm sure. All right, so I am just babbling at this point. It is 7 o'clock in the morning here, so I do apologize. Lost my extra light here, so I'm not quite as. I got to get better lighting. I know it. You know it. That's going to be something we're going to work on. All right. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys again next week. Hopefully, I will have a couple of book reviews up by then as I finish off these. I'm thinking I should be able to finish at least two of these off. I'm far enough in, and maybe it'll be a better book reading week. We'll get some more stuff done. Not necessarily for next week, but just the next few things that we've got coming up on the channel. Obviously, book reviews whenever they happen. I do again have the interviews probably late June, and then again in July, I've got interviews lined up with Jen Lyons. Jen Lyons, I forgot to move the book, and also Sarah Reese Brennan. Uh, Check out the website again, Gryftkin.com. I will get the actual dates updated as soon as we pick one. And got a few others that are waiting to hear back from. I've got anything else going on? Well, the D&D. If I don't want to speak for everybody because we still haven't picked a date on it, but I am working on getting a D&D. Hopefully, we can get that set up. And if everybody's amenable, I'm going to stream that one. So it'll be my first ever D&D game. I know my age, my nerdiness. You think this would have happened by now? I almost had one back in the '90s with some guys in the military, but I ended up having to go somewhere, and I missed the weekend they started, and then they just 20-year-olds in the military. We never got around to it again. Didn't happen. They had one game without me, and that was pretty much the end of the campaign. So yes, I am finally getting around to it at the other side of 50. But it sounds like fun. Hopefully, it'll be entertaining for you guys. Hopefully, I'll enjoy myself, and I'll get that out as soon as we get. It is hard at a certain age to get everybody free on the same same time. That's just all there is to it. All right, wrapping it up. Obviously, like I said, Gryftkin.com. You can always check to see out what's coming out on the channel as when it comes to author interviews. Everything else is just kind of I drop it when I drop it. We will keep doing this weekly update, so I'll definitely see you guys next Friday. The two other things that happened on that, the two other things, it was a tie. The two other things that won on that poll was Buddy Read. Actually working with author Paul Jessup. He's picking out something for us to read. We're gonna do a buddy read on that and then get together and discuss it. But I don't know when that one's gonna happen yet. And also the other one was Booktuber Spotlight. We don't have a date yet, but Brian Barnes from BellTube is going to be my first interviewee. Guest. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. He's going to be our first guest. And he will probably certainly lift up the energy of this program. So, all right. Really, I'm wrapping it up now, guys. Like I said, this is my first weekly one. Wasn't quite sure what I was going to say. Um, and again, it's 7 in the morning, and I need to go eat breakfast. And hopefully, this audio turns out. All right. Take care, guys. Keep reading. Have a good one.